Are you someone who really admires and looks up to celebrities? Do you sort of idol worship them? So when people think of idolatry, they generally think of, like they do in Hinduism, a big statue of a god and they worship the statue. That is idolatry. Worshipping celebrities is also idolatry. Worshipping money is idolatry. Worshipping anything but God is idolatry, actually. Most people have their idols. I mean, there's even a show called American Idol, Canadian Idol. I think there's an Australian Idol. I think they got them everywhere. So, the celebrities. They're definitely no one to worship, that is for sure. If someone's been allowed to become really wealthy and famous and, a big time celebrity, they had to agree to and do lots of things for that. That isn't free. That isn't free. It's basically the equivalent of selling your soul. Okay, this is one way you can definitely sell your soul, is to make agreements with the big cheeses in Hollywood, and in return for fame and fortune, you agree to their terms. Once you do, that's the end of you. You don't own yourself anymore. You're not just selling just your soul, you're selling your body, your soul, your mind, all of it. You lose it. And to have to do some real initiation stuff before they're given this fame. Part of it will be a humiliation ritual. Maybe you've heard of that. They make somebody appear at a big award show, like, the American Music Awards or the Grammy Awards or whatever. They made a guy do this just a year or so ago, and he had to go on stage naked. He had something to cover himself up, but he was naked on the stage. Humiliation ritual. They do it to all of them. Now, the other thing these people have been through is MK Ultra mind control, trauma-based mind control. And they put them through this when they're children, so they choose the ones they want to be celebrities when they're very young. I mean, they can tell, okay, yep, this child's going to be very good looking, got some good intelligence, some good charm, is quite suave already. They're only 8 years old, but, this person will grow into the right kind of person to be a celebrity. So they put them in the MK Ultra trauma-based mind control program that they claim was ended. I think they claimed it ended in the 70s. No. Still going on to this day. We are right in the middle of it right now. And a lot of the people who were sold into it, like parents will sell their kids into this, okay? You get a monthly check or whatever for letting them do this to your child. And they torture them. They rape them. They torture them. They have to break their brains into two pieces, basically. The whole point of trauma-based mind control is to force the person into this state where they're trying to hide from the terror that they've been through. And it creates this partition in their mind. And then they basically install what's called a trigger. This is how they make Manchurian candidates as well. A Manchurian candidate is somebody you can basically program to go commit a murder, and they don't even know they've done it. There's a trigger word, sets them off, they go do it. Then they come out of that state and they don't even remember that they just committed a murder. That's a Manchurian Candidate. Well, they do this to the celebrities too. Britney Spears is probably the most famous revealing of that. She shaved her head and went wandering around in the middle of the night and just started doing weird stuff. And then someone interviewed her. I can't remember who the interviewer was, but someone interviewed her, and she got triggered into becoming this other personality, she was, I think, in her 30s at the time, and she suddenly turned into like a 6-year-old girl during the interview. It's wild. Just look that up. Britney Spears turning into a little girl in the middle of an interview. It's pretty creepy to watch. A lot of the people who've been through this trauma-based mind control are now remembering it because they give them a form of amnesia, so they can't really tell what's going on. They can't tell anybody about it. They don't even know. It's Nazi stuff. Okay, they have some pretty interesting methods to do this, and now some of the people it's been done to have broken through it, and they remember it, and they're speaking. Jimmy Dore had one on the other day. She's incredible to listen to. She talked with the Monarch. There's MK Ultra. There's Monarch. There's a few different programs. Depends on what they're trying to do to you. All of them involve extreme terror and rape. That is, they will put you through satanic rituals, satanic ritual abuse, where they inflict pain and stuff on you during the ritual and rape you, the whole bit. They do this to guys too. This is both males and females undergo this. The woman that was on Jimmy Dore was actually sold by her parents into it. They were, they had ties with the CIA or something, and yeah, they asked, would you like to sell your daughter into the MK Ultra program for research and blah, blah, blah. And yep. They get a monthly check, and she gets abused for her whole life. And then they traffic them around to the wealthy elites, because these demon-infested elites are pedos. Pretty much all of them. There's something in the satanic religion about that. It might not even always be that they start doing it just because they enjoy it. It's part of the religion. Okay, it's part of the whole deal. Being in the club, you have to participate in certain rituals and certain things if you want this fame and fortune that they're offering. They will give it to you. You will have fame and fortune, like they promised, at a cost that's ridiculously high. I can't believe anyone actually does it. Maybe none of them really know what they're getting into when they agree. I don't know. But people get stars in their eyes, like, wow, I could be famous, and I'd walk on the red carpet and all this. And no matter what I have to do, it's going to be worth it. I can't wait. Yeah. Look at Justin Bieber these days. The things that are coming out about what that boy went through. People giving him a hard time. He was like 13 or something. He was really young when he got discovered. And maybe he was 14 or 15, I don't know, but he was very young. His brain wasn't even fully developed yet. He was a little kid. And going through all that stuff, I mean, no wonder he ended up running around acting like a gangster. Because he was with rappers and hip-hop stars, and they taught him, I mean, Diddy was his buddy. I mean, what are you going to learn from a guy like Diddy? Justin Bieber was raped, molested by so many people, and now he's damaged for life. No matter how rich and famous he became, his life is a mess. It's just for him to exist is painful to him. That's what they do to these people. The whole celebrity industry is evil with a capital E. It's so evil. One of my viewers said on one of my last videos, because I've made some dark videos the last few days. I know. I'm sorry for the really dark content, but my viewer said it best. He said, I think people they fooled themselves. They can't grasp the level of evil that you're talking about. It is that bad. It's really is that bad. And if you want to see it, look no further than celebrities. I have an old friend of mine. He's somebody I taught guitar from the time he was 11 years old, actually. He's an adult now. He's in a band, and his band is doing really well. And doing well enough, actually, that I thought, he could maybe hit the big time. Of course, someone I taught, of course I want him to hit the big time. That would be the coolest thing ever, except I started thinking, if he hits the big time, does that mean he's going to face all this kind of demonic activity? And it would mean that. You don't make it otherwise. If you think you're going to be rich and famous and be a big star, that means you're going to go through trauma-based mind control. It means you're going to suffer some satanic ritual abuse. You're going to have to do a humiliation ritual. There's apparently something they get them to drink. They have to drink it out of this certain chalice, and who knows what's in that. Because you got Big Pharma involved in this too. So they prepare the substances that are used. Trauma-based mind control also includes a lot of drugs. They've designed drugs specifically for this. So this is a big network of evil. And all celebrities have been through it. All the rock stars. You get a few independent ones who do it on their own. Stay away from it. A few manage to, but it's really hard. There's a guy named Tom McDonald. He's sort of a rapper and hip-hop star. Writing anti-establishment songs. He's writing about them. And he did it totally independently. He's one of the few who actually broke through and made it, despite them trying to stop him. Because they will gatekeep. They have gatekeepers. They make sure you don't get anywhere unless you go through them. Because they want to control it all. It's just evil. I mean, there's no other word for it. It is the whole music industry, movie industry, everything, even authors, and anybody who wants to make it in the world, make it big. You're going to come across the gatekeepers, and they're going to try to stop you. If they think you got what it takes, they might offer you to help you, but you got to sell your soul. And a lot of them have even claimed to meet the devil himself. There's a lot of hip-hop songs about meeting Lucifer in Chicago. There's several songs about this. Not written as though it's fiction. Like, they're written like true accounts of meeting Lucifer in Chicago, describing what that was like. And I believe them. I think they do. I think Lucifer has a human form. Well, it's funny, actually, a lot of people call Diddy Lucifer. That is his nickname. So is he an embodiment of him? Maybe, I don't know. You'll notice it looks like my camera's taking pictures of me. I think it is. I'm quite sure it's been doing this for quite some time, especially when I talk about certain things. Somebody has accessed my camera. I'm quite sure of it. And yeah, it's taking pictures of me. You can see it doing the flash thing. So I will leave it there. I actually have sympathy for celebrities to a point, but it's their materialistic ways that cause them their problems. Some of them willingly sold their souls for that fame and fortune. They thought it was worth that much. Nothing's worth your soul. Nothing. Instead, turn to the Lord Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life.